What's up, everybody? Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new action figure review. Today from Star Wars The Black Series, we are taking a look at the Grand Inquisitor. This is from the Kenobi show. Finally, though, we are getting at least some version of the Grand Inquisitor in the Black Series. This character first appeared in Rebels, and I think many collectors, myself included, were waiting for a Rebels Grand Inquisitor. And unfortunately, it seems like that is never going to happen. So even though technically this is based on Kenobi, I'm still very excited to finally have the Grand Inquisitor in the Black Series in 6-inch form. And I can also tell you right now that I think you are going to be pretty happy with how this figure turned out as well. Thankfully, he is part of the latest mainline wave of figures, which is currently hitting stores and is popping in and out of stock on various online retailers. It is in the windowed Galaxy box here. You can see the light blue for Kenobi. We have a nice mural art shot on the side of the packaging. The bio for all of the Kenobi figures is all the same. It's just a generic blurb about the show, which is kind of disappointing. We also have a larger shot of the mural. Grand Inquisitor is the 9th figure in the Obi-Wan Kenobi subline. Here's the barcode on the bottom and the logo on the side. Nothing else going on here with the packaging. Business as usual. So let's go ahead. We're going to pop the figure open. We'll take a look at his one and only lightsaber accessory and then the figure itself. And here we are up close with the one and only accessory, his lightsaber, which is just like most other Inquisitor sabers. It is styled a little bit differently to match how his looks specifically in the show. And I think they did a pretty good job with it. You can see we do get some smaller pegs this time around for the lightsaber storage, which I'm happy to see because that big peg on the 5th brother was kind of a nightmare. We do have some nice thick juicy red lightsaber blades here, and they are removable this time pretty easily, which is not a bad thing. And it just plugs right into his back there, no questions asked, and it looks pretty nice. And here is the Grand Inquisitor out of the packaging, looking absolutely awesome. We have a nice return of soft goods here for his cape. He's updated and a brand new figure, so you know he's got that nice modern Black Series articulation. And honestly, even though, yeah, the head definitely leaves something to be desired for the Grand Inquisitor, I think it still looks pretty damn awesome here. So let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. And so taking a look at his details close up here, you can see, yes, we do have that big, beautiful egg head as featured in Kenobi. Which in that regard, it does look very accurate to the show. I think the photoreal and the sculpt details here really match the actor's likeness, so they did a good job in that regard. But just the general design of the Grand Inquisitor's head from Kenobi definitely leaves a little eggish vibe. Moving down, the costume does have a nice soft plastic overlay. That's what you see here with all of the black. We've got the Grand Inquisitor logo sculpted out with some red paint, along with a dash of red on the chest as well. The huge shoulder pads are nice and soft, so they get out of the way pretty much no problem at all. And same thing with the chest piece here. It's the nice soft rubber overlay, so you can see the body and soft goods underneath it right here. They did do some nice sculpting and detailing on the belt. Initially, I thought the legs were most likely going to be the 5th brothers, but they are actually their own brand new sculpt. But yeah, you can see there's really nice sculpted details, but other than a couple bits of red and silver, there's not a whole lot of paint going on with this guy. But the costume does look very accurate to Kenobi. But other than that, though, detail-wise, this figure just looks absolutely fantastic. And just like most Black Series figures, 2020 onward, this has all of the modern updates to the articulation that you could want for a Black Series figure, so you know that it's going to be pretty great. We have the double neck peg head here that looks all the way up and can look down very far as well. We also do get complete rotation and plenty of attitude to be had, well, once you spin his head back around the right way, like that. There we go. Plenty of attitude to be had from the Grand Inquisitor, so you can definitely hit him with a "Hello, third sister." So yeah, bringing us to the arms, like I said earlier, they do go all the way out, and the armor pieces are nice and soft, and they get right out of the way. You can rotate the arm all the way around as well. We do have butterfly joints. Love them butters. So happy when a lightsaber character has them. And mine on this Grand Inquisitor are nice and loose, so that's good. I like that. I like being able to utilize them. We do have a single jointed elbow that does go way over 90 degrees and swivels. And we do have a gripping hand here that rotates around and does have a horizontal hinge. A little unfortunate there. And oh no, the other gripping hand also has a horizontal hinge. So that is kind of a bummer. I kind of wish we would have gotten a vertical hinge there. So I'll definitely say that's a little bit of a nitpick there for me. Not the end of the world, but a vertical hinge helps so much for lightsaber posability. As far as the crunch is concerned, you really don't get too much forward. The rubber overlay here doesn't block anything, but in typical Black Series fashion, you know, there's just really not a whole lot of forward crunch. Going back, we get a decent amount, and we do get some nice, you know, side to side here, and it swivels around pretty easily as well. So that's good. Definitely helps out with dynamic posing. We have legs that can kick all the way out here, no problem at all. And once you adjust those thigh pad armor pieces, he can do the splits completely. We get just a smidge of kickback here, really none at all. Thigh swivel, a single pinless knee that does go down all the way and actually goes a little past 90 on him. It does swivel at the joint as well. And finally for the feet, they do go down very far, and they actually do go up pretty far as well. And we also have peg holes and ankle pivot. So even if we don't really see him do a whole lot in the Kenobi show, this figure is really nicely articulated. So you can get him into some of the more dynamic posing that we do see him perform in Rebels. He also balances very well and very easily on one leg here. I love when a Black Series figure just has perfect balance like this. Alright, and so now that we've taken a look at the details and the articulation, there's only one thing left to do, and that is compare it to some other figures. We'll start out with the Obi-Wan Kenobi Vader and a 2020 Stormtrooper, followed up by his showmates. We have the fifth brother and third sister, and these just look awesome together. And we'll follow that up with the second sister Inquisitor and the Wandering Jedi Obi-Wan Kenobi. And finally, for the Black Series, some Rebels comparisons, we do have Ezra and Kanan. Lastly, for the imports, here he is sized up with the SH Figuarts Season 2 Boba Fett from The Mandalorian, and we also have the Mayfex Empire Strikes Back Boba as well. And just for some final funsies, here are all of the Inquisitors we have so far in the Black Series posed up together. And this is just so fun. I love building out a team in the Black Series, and I hope that they give us the rest of the Inquisitors sooner rather than later. So there you have it. There was my review of the Grand Inquisitor from Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think overall this figure is absolutely a home run. It's got some really nice details, great articulation. I love that we have a soft goods cape once again in the Black Series. Seems like we are getting back on track with soft goods, which is a good thing. I am definitely the kind of person that mostly prefers them over hard plastic. There are some instances where, you know, hard plastic is a little bit better, but that's a debate for another video. Personally, don't think we're really going to see any other version of the Grand Inquisitors hit the Black Series line. So I would say if you're looking for the Grand Inquisitor for your collection, this is definitely one you're going to pick up. It's really our only option, and I think it's still a great figure though, and it will fit right in with the Rebels figures since those also still have a more, you know, realistic look to them. So I don't think this Grand Inquisitor would be out of place in your Kenobi display or your Rebels display. So there you have it. That was my review. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars The Black Series here on the channel. If you'd like to support us in a more direct manner, we do also offer a channel membership for 99 cents a month. You get access to a custom Clone Trooper name badge and custom emojis that you can use on our videos and in our live streams, which are every single Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time. Special thank you to our current channel members. Your continued support is truly appreciated, and thank you to everyone else out there for simply watching, liking, subscribing, and sharing these videos with all your Star Wars figure loving friends. I'm Nate from Out of the Basement, and I will see you next time.